Sorry about that. I touched a button I should not have touched. So I will get back at this. Yes, it's just different paths we take, different our journeys that we've been on, right? That we take these different journeys. And if I had a taken, if we had moved, like kind of I wanted to move from away from New Brunswick somewhere else, and then was kind of scared as an 18-year-old. I didn't know what we should do. My husband was 7.5 years older than me, and he had already been out to British Columbia. Now that's on the other side of Canada, and most likely a beautiful spot because my daughter, youngest daughter, lived there for 4 years before coming back and getting married and having children and getting a home. But just things like that. What would my life have been like? Would I have gone into I took commercial in class, business, right? Business ed in high school, and I worked for my what do they call that today? Before leaving high school, I trained at social development department for the Department of Social Services, took calls and filing and things like that. So it gave me a little bit more experience that way. But I just wonder if I'm sure you've thought of that too. What would it have been like had you taken different paths? I've often thought when I had cancer at 21, years later, I thought, I wish I had never done that. I wish I had never had the surgeries. I wish I had waited and waited and waited to see if I could have had children. Just because they said I possibly might die, or that if I got pregnant, the baby and I might die. My husband really wanted me to have this, but I think too, if I had have just had the first operation where they removed the cancerous tumors, that I might have had children. Again, that's another path you wonder about. I did. Let me think. Anyway, I think those were a couple of the big ones at first in my life. And over the years, when I've struggled with things that happened to me and kept it to myself until I spoke to some family about it in 2016 after my mom died, because I never told her and wouldn't want her to have known. I wouldn't want to have burdened her with that. But just things like that. What if I had have told? What if I had confronted this person in front of my family as a child? I was afraid I wouldn't be believed. And I guess a lot of people feel that way. I spoke to a woman one time who faced the same situation in her teen years, and she was afraid and couldn't tell her parents because she figured they wouldn't believe her, they would believe the other person. And there's a lot of times like that we need to find somebody that you can trust. You need somebody to pray for you. We need encouragement. We need to be lifted up. We need to have more self-esteem about ourselves because we grow up with, I believe, a low self-esteem, especially when others tell you you are no good, right? You are no good. Who's to say I'm no good? God thought I was enough to send his son to die on the cross of Calvary for me. And he shed his blood for me, who I think I'm so undeserving of that. We have a friend in Jesus, and he's always there. He hears every prayer. He's faithful and true. He walks by our side. In his love we hide all the day through. When we get discouraged, remember what to do. Reach out to Jesus. He's reaching out to you. We can put all that together and say, we are enough. I am loved. You are loved. Let's take each other by the hand and hold us together in prayer. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Together, we'll touch heaven on our knees. That's what we can do. There's a song that says that, and I've sang that before. And it's a beautiful song where two women meet, and they haven't met for a while, and she begins to tell her story to the other one. And the comment at the end was, I'll pray for you, you pray for me. Together we'll touch heaven on our knees. Because when 2 and 3 are together and they agree, God hears our prayers. He'll hear our prayers just with us praying. And he wants us to come to him with all our cares. And for that I am thankful. For that I am blessed. Many times I feel alone, but that's something I've worked with. Being a mother and your children out on their own, and you feel alone, sometimes, not all the time. And because you have things in your life that you do, you can call them and talk to them as well. It's not all on your children, it's on yourself as well. You have to be available. And I love my family very much. And I want the best for them, as I know you do for yours. So the rest of my day, since I was interrupted by hitting a button here, and forgive me, part 1 of my lawn, part 1 out of 4 is done. And I am just going to listen to these birds sing. And it's probably a robin. I can't really remember what they sound like anymore. And I am going to go inside, get myself a water, and maybe watch some YouTube, and maybe not. I haven't had my tea or coffee yet today. I drink mushroom coffee, so I might even have that, because I drink the oregano because I have a lot of pain in my feet and used to, and because I've been taking that for the last few years, I don't have the pain in my feet, thankfully, that much anymore. And anyway, good news as well. My husband went to the doctor this morning, and I was going to go, but I didn't. And he had a scan on his heart. He was told he had a gallbladder episode where the gallbladder was full of stones and the liver was blocked, and he was so ill, the gangrene began to form in his gallbladder and in his liver. And it caused his heart to go out of whack a bit. And after that, they diagnosed him with a enlarged aorta. Today, he's had a call from the specialist in St. John to look at him, but he had to cancel because of a surgery. Now, after this scan, his family doctor said they're just going to, this heart surgeon is very busy, but his heart looked good, even though he's been having very low blood pressure. He's not having real high blood pressure, so that's good. And so Zane can continue on working as long as he feels well enough to do that. So I am thankful for that. I believe that is an answered prayer. And so I am just thankful. That's another thing to be thankful for today. What are you planning on doing for your day? Whatever it is, I pray you will enjoy your day, think good things, be kind to one another, love one another. Bye for now, and God bless you.